Hello, Tara. This is Truth Tarot, and I'm here with your reading. I want to thank you so much for booking with me. Okay, so I read your backstory, and we're going to be talking about you and Kevin, and you want to know his intentions. Card's kind of struggling. Is he struggling with his sexuality? He has deep occult in his family. I really get a negative energy from his home most of the time, even though he tries to appear to be nice. And you a Cancer, and you picking up on this, girl. You better follow your intuition with the King of Cups. You're highly receptive at this time. But we are talking about, since I got two water signs here, he is younger than you. Yeah, so you're the king. This is him coming up, giving you mixed signals. And this is your challenge. Like, I don't like this, is what you're saying. And he is giving mixed signals with the Page of Cups in the reverse, okay? The Judgment. This is you making a judgment on the situation. And the Judgment card is upright, which means that you made a proper judgment, okay? The Star card is in the near future. And this is a card of creativity. So I feel like what he's giving you is almost like a magician act. Okay. I got float. He can make things float or something, because he has a very powerful energy, you know. And with the Star card, this is somebody who can really make you feel really good. Now, it's not in the reverse where he's selling you a dream or anything, but this is somebody who can give you like a cornucopia, but you still feel mixed feelings about it, you know, with the Page of Cups. So let's see. Okay, Queen of Cups. So you feel like there's definitely some toxicity. I am seeing that with you guys being matched together, what you're walking into is basically you holding on to what you're feeling. You can't avoid it. And your emotions showing up in a different kind of way. It's like you're trying to overlook what somebody is doing. And then it just kind of turns into like passive aggressiveness. Saying little things or coming up to or showing up to him, blocked some days until you get clarity and understanding about what's really going on. So I'm seeing that if you ignore your feelings, they're going to come out, but just in other ways. Okay. Basically him bringing the worst out of you, you know, and I've been in connections where people just naturally bring the worst out of me because of their energy. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's something here where you've probably done that before, and you have the opportunity to come into a new beginning where you get to express your naked truths. Okay. And you give honor to your feelings and the energies that you're feeling. So you need to work on this. And this person is showing you the way to not ignore your feelings and to see past appearances, even though I don't see the Magician yet. So see the Lovers in the reverse. Yeah. This is kind of like not a good match. You need to focus on the health of the relationship, and you deem it unhealthy. Okay. You feel like this person is not going to be able to give you, I got gender appropriation. Wow. Look, what you sense is what you sense. Regardless if, and this is the thing about a Scorpio can make you come to the other side and understand their definitions of a word or a topic that is universal, but they will have a completely different definition of it. You see what you see with this person, with the Star, you see it. but they'll twist it and be like, no, 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 no. It's really this. So I see kind of like some kind of emotional manipulation of something that you are sensing psychically. And this person will just continue to basically morph it. Kevin will continue to morph it until you change your way of looking at it. And then you lose your identity and you'll lose yourself. Okay? Because I don't see you guys being on the same page when it comes to sexuality, when it comes to emotions, when it comes to energy. The Lover's card in the reverse is you feeling like this guy is easily tempted. Okay? I don't see this changing with the Eight of Wands in the reverse. I don't see any new energy coming to rest you assured. Okay? And things are just going to keep on coming out the longer you stay with him with the Star card. This is someone getting even more and more honest, frank, and truthful in their realness and their authenticity. Okay. He's going to grow to be even more and more authentic when it comes to the occult, or when it comes to what he does, what he feels, what his values and beliefs are. That's not going to change. You may be hoping that it does, but I'm seeing here, Tara, that you've been in situations like this before with friends, family members, or possibly ex-lovers, where you have kind of just ignored your feelings and just kind of see where something goes. Having a lot of hope in something because it was presented to you, and giving it meaning and giving it faith and giving it hope, even when there are warning signs with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, the Page of Cups in the reverse. And it really, the goal is, you make your own decisions and take whatever advice you want from this reading. But the goal is the universe doesn't want you to work on something that's giving you mixed emotions. And to overcome this rigmarole that you put yourself into, feeling imbalanced, feeling like something isn't right, and, doing a juggling act, constantly being indecisive about something, even though your feelings are screaming at you. So I see you ignoring your intuition in hopes of this one day having meaning and going somewhere. Like you really want this to go somewhere. The High Priestess in the reverse and the Lover's card in the reverse is definitely somebody who can be riding the thin line of gender roles, not being really sure about their sexuality. Okay. And I got this card in the Cancer reading. Okay. Where I stated that there was someone who was struggling with this, or it was Leo's reading. Not sure which one. It was either Cancer or Leo. But this is with the Lover's card in the reverse combined, someone who is having gender issues. Okay. How they define it, and with the Ace of Wands, definitely a cross between divine masculine and divine masculine and divine feminine. So you may feel like this man acts very feminine. Okay. The Ace of Wands here is him possibly really getting lit or really turned on by males and females. Three of Wands. I got what's done in the dark. When you're not around, could be something that could feel like a betrayal. So I really feel like you should follow your intuition. You should put action behind your intuition. And you should look at this relationship with sound mind, body, and spirit, and follow what your mind, body, and spirit is telling you with the Two of Wands, because this is you having a new psyche, no longer the old psyche where you give this hope and you're overlooking your intuition and giving something hope here when you have seen some things that you deem as unhealthy. Because I'm seeing this person will give you a future. Kevin will give you a future. Most definitely. Just as long as you don't keep reading in between the lines and trying to construct too much common sense out of what's going on. This will be a very fluid relationship with a lot of undertones that you are just supposed to ignore, because the Scorpio will straight up be with you and do all kinds of things and say all kinds of things and carry on acting a certain way. And you're stuck in a world with them where you really can't do anything about it. Like, they're not letting you go. They're not breaking up with you. They're just seeing how much you can handle, you know, and watching, not changing, being very grounded in how they feel and what they're about, and just trying to see who's going to come along for the ride. They cause more transformation and rebirth in people than people actually causing transformation and rebirth in them. So he's not going to really be open to any kind of change. He feels like that's your responsibility. If you don't like what's going on, then it's you. I don't see this being a partner to commit to bringing you security or certainty. I should say certainty to your feelings, certainty to your insecurity. I don't see him being that kind of partner. And I see you basically just finding your way and being in a world where there are like hidden things or things you can't really touch on, and he's not going to touch on them with you. He's going to turn his back to that and feel like it's your responsibility. Either you're down or you're not. Okay, is what I'm getting. When it comes to Kevin Harris, born November 2nd, what are his intentions towards Tara? Wow, the Justice card in the challenge. This is him like never really doing right by you. Justifying situations, apologizing, making things right. This will be a challenge with this person because he's way too comfortable with himself. Okay. And he's looking for somebody who is gonna be very divine feminine and just have an inner knowing. Like, you know. It's lots of men that live their life like this. I remember when it was a lot of videos when they were talking about the music industry and Puff Daddy kept coming up, and everybody knows that Diddy is a Scorpio, and he just continues to do things that are questionable, and yet he still gets praise, he still gets honor, and he's not stopping. He still has his parties. He still talks about other rappers while licking his lips. He still does weird things. And he doesn't care. And basically, if you want to roll with him and be part of it, you just have to have an inner knowing of what's going on and just keep the unsaid and the unspoken unspoken. Because he's comfortable with himself. I'm going back to Kevin. Kevin's comfortable with himself, you know. And one thing is that this guy has a phobia about clear communication with the Nine of Swords. He has a phobia. Especially when it comes to you, you bring out his phobias. If you all stay together, this phobia about communicating, he's just going to put more on display, putting everything out there for you to see, and you make your own decision. Because he's not going to stop. He doesn't really like communicating, or he has something that he's scared to say. Okay? Six of Swords. Like I said, he has no problem moving forward with you. Okay? But he wants you to just see what it is and just leave the rest, you know. Take what you like and move forward on it. Yeah, he's just putting it all on display. He needs to have hope that he can share things that's going on with him or how he really feels and open up. He needs to have hope that he can have a partner that he can trust with this. I do see secrets with the High Priestess. And this is someone who definitely loves the spirit world. And like I said, what will be a successful relationship is somebody who could just maintain peace no matter what they see and have a partner who's basically helpless and hopeless. Or helpless as to where they can't really make their mind up. Like they see something, they see things in connections with him, but they don't have really enough to leave or confront it. So it's like Scorpios are very powerful and they'll choose partners for certain reasons. Okay. And he sees that you'll stay in a situation, even though there's been lots of patterns and things shown to you. And he's looking for a person like that. And this is a lesson that you have to learn with the Wheel of Fortune coming up in his environment. That, you know, this is a lesson coming back from the past. This happened to you before, Tara, where you saw things and you really didn't do anything about it until you got in so deep. Now it's like, oh, you know, like feeling a little trapped, but it's false imprisonment. You don't have to stay with anybody that your intuition is telling you about, or things that you see that just like is not justifiable. These are all things that he's showing you that are grounds for separation according to you. But yeah, and he's really looking for someone who's going to love him regardless, because he's not going to change. He wants someone who's going to love him for who he is. And again, this is bisexuality coming up in his reading. Okay? He wants someone to love him regardless, with the Ace of Wands as his ending card. So he'll be here, you know. And this is you seeing that you have mixed feelings with your psychic ability and your undertones. And it's a lesson that, you know, this is not what you want. He wants somebody who is going to play a role in his life too. So he may need a beard. And a beard is a woman that basically knows what's going on, but will keep the secret. So to the outside world, he can look like he's doing the right thing. Or he wants to embrace an image. So he needs a beard. And he's going to pick someone who's really not going to stand up for themselves or going to announce their naked truths. So you could definitely be a beard with the Hierophant being here, because Scorpios love to pick people and assign them a role. This is the role that you're going to play in my life. You're going to make me look fucking awesome. Especially Scorpio men. Even though he knows that he's been doing this for a while and he's not happy. He can't face the world with what he really wants. He can't spread his wings. So he uses a woman to basically make everything come together so that he won't be judged. And he seeks these people. He seeks them, people who will still believe and have hope in him no matter what. And he could have definitely found out the perfect match that would be needed through his cards. So that's what I'm getting off this person. Okay. I don't really have nothing else to say. Yes, everything that you have been feeling has been confirmed in this reading. everything that you're feeling off of his family, off of his home, you're making proper judgments. You really are. You've already seen through it. And I'm also getting that he likes that about you. Scorpio loves the occult, and they love people who know about the occult. And they love people who know about them. And still ride? Oh, yeah. So what does Kevin want? Well, we already seen his intentions, that you're going to be a beard, you know? Yeah, to be a beard. Rest and reconsider. 9 of Wands. He wants somebody who is afraid to take action and stay housed in the tower, and who doesn't have clarity of belief. That's what he wants. It's just like he wants a beard. Shut up. He wants a beard. That's what he wants. Someone who's very trusting. Someone who's okay with what he does. Yeah, it's definitely a motive. It would make him look stable. Maybe he has to show his family that he's not gay, or people in his neighborhood. You know, sometimes Scorpios, they want you to just be seen with them because they done started some trouble, or people are starting to see the real them. If they look like a lame, they'll get a fine ass girlfriend, you know, and make sure that she's seen walking in the house or walking around with him. He gonna take her to all the places that he go to. He gonna do all of that because each and every one of them places have thought that this person has had the same kind of issues that you think they have. Whether this person is coming off as a closet homosexual, or they have behavior problems, or they are lame, or they usually be called broke. Oh, well, look what I got. So that's that. You're basically being used for image. Okay. So that is what I see. Thank you so much for booking. Talk to you in the future.